Utah. Yeah, that's your view. That's your ho-hum view in your $200 a night hotel room. Ho-hum. Look at that. There's a mountain. There's mountains, plural. Yeah. Alright, we're about to start the Highline. The Uintas. Uintas. Look at this. It's all open and nice. So we're doing the long route. And we have begun. So definitely gonna need a hoodie here. Alright, turning you around. Alright. So we are just got dropped off. CJ with MTXutah. Give me a ride out here at a full shuttle. There was 9 people, so they can hold 11 in the bus, but the shuttle. But yeah, motley crew of individuals. CJ's a pretty good guy. Just first hour on the trip was just me and him. We picked up everybody else at Hayden Pass or Hayden Trailhead, and just great bunch, great. Seemed like a really good guy. Seemed very knowledgeable. Learned everything I ever wanted to know about Mormons out here and geology, because apparently there was some scientists or geologists on the shuttle as well. They were talking about smog and rock formations and all kinds of interesting stuff. So, you know, pretty cool. It's always nice to get a diverse a group of people together sometimes, especially in the hiking community or just out here in the woods doing different stuff. Everybody's got different experiences. So, yeah. Flew into Utah yesterday. Did the whole, Delta lost my luggage deal. So I didn't have my bag for about 2 or 3 hours, but they delivered it to the wrong hotel, and I had to go walking over to the hotel they dropped it off to go pick it up. But all in all, good day. Salt Lake City, nice people. So far so good. Good, some shade. Here we go, under the tree line. So right here, some of this is very well marked, some of it not so much. So we're just gonna play it by ear. So everybody else is getting dropped off at Leading. I don't know, the names of everything out here is kind of messed up in my opinion. So not used to the, I guess, the dialect, the tongue, the people out here speak the same language, but it's not as they don't have the southern drawl, that's for sure. So cool. Definitely glad I brought some sunscreen, or bought some yesterday. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of exposure to the elements. So far this is pretty. Very pretty. So there's some talk of limited water resources. We'll see. So I think this is probably your first water source on trail. Plentiful. We're good to go. Whew. Oh yeah, and while we're at it, I don't have a stove, so that's going to be fun later on. Look at this. don't have a stove. So won't be boiling any water out here, so we're gonna have to just do it the cold soak and everything. So be my first experience doing through with that. See how that goes. I got to Walmart yesterday. I was gonna buy some fuel, and they didn't have the small canisters, they had big ones. But he said I'm not doing that. So we got about a 12-mile hike today. Maybe we see people, maybe we don't. We'll just play it by ear. So it would appear I've gotten to some level of elevation. And that past mile and a half was kind of rough. Just gradual uphill, then a steep uphill. But right here it's like an old Forest Service road. You can see. Trail conditions are relatively fast. I'm not trying to break a world record today. The breeze feels nice. Definitely would have been a little more enjoyable if I would have done this starting this morning. But it's not particularly hot. It's just the sun's beating down on you. And as the day goes on, you get more shadows. I think it'll be a much more pleasant hike. The morning is going to be a little interesting. I think we'll try to get up early. I think the sun comes up early anyway, so maybe up 5:36 and just kind of crush the day from there. No, kind of like to have the majority of my day done by 1 or 2, and then kind of play the afternoon by ear and by feel. Trail is supposed to be a lot of side-by-sides and four-wheelers on the trail. Maybe not a lot, but these are accessible trails, which is kind of good from a hiking perspective, because that means those trails are gradual enough for four-wheel transportation, so that's good. All in all, I think it's going to be a rather fast section today, for a while anyway. We get faster, get my bearings about me. So I think I'm not seeing anything high right now. So that's kind of a good thing. I think we're heading towards a creek reservoir. We'll get some water there, and then kind of go from there, actually. So I've seen a little bit of water, nothing crazy, no flowing creeks or anything, but there has been water available. Yeah, that first mile and a half was a little concerning, because I was getting real dehydrated, real tired, real beat down a little bit. But you see, I don't see anything particularly high in elevation. I think we're going to drop down just to climb back up. But see the cows? Pretty cool. Probably want to get through this meadow and take a break. I think there's actually a water source up ahead, but I don't know. All right, so Had lunch right here. Stopped, chilled out. Now I'm heading, I guess, due north here. Trail calls for me to head this way, and I see the marker up ahead. So camping in about 10 miles from here. Making pretty good time. Terrain's been pretty good the past hour or so. I'm gonna make some miles right now. So at some point I gotta go from 9,000 to over 10,000. Not too concerned about it, but body's kind of coming to me a little bit. Headache's gone. Just had lunch, protein bar, and some popcorn from Buc-ee's. So doing all right. Trail's been not too bad to find. There's been a couple of times where I'm like, I have no idea where I'm at. Other than that, it's been pretty good. See if you can see what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, I don't know why nobody really hikes this section of trail. It's just a trail. It's, yeah, you're not in the good stuff, but I just saw a nice lake, cows, poop everywhere. Oh, some more cows. All right now. Andale. Andale. Oh, she ain't having none of it. Uh-huh. Oh, don't break your legs. I can safely say, it's been a long time since I've encountered cattle on trail. I know there was some stuff like on in Virginia on the AT. But for the most part, I mean, these cows are just kind of roaming rampant. Like, whatever. This is our land, not yours. Like, beat it. All right, so I finally got a bit of a downhill. Looks like I'm coming to another meadow. I like meadows. Yeah, tend to be flat, somewhat easier to navigate terrain, so that's nice. And where you find a meadow, sometimes there's water. But we'll see. This is the kind of stuff I like to see. Just meadows in an open area. Which way do I go? I think that's something similar to a route. Yeah, cool. Well, he knocked it over. Wind, maybe? Who knows? waving in the wind. All right, so getting kind of wore out, getting tired. We're inside 4 miles to camp, well, where there's water. One thing's for sure, there haven't been a whole lot of camping spots that I've seen. Speak of the devil, I just passed one. But anyway, so supposedly there's a water source about 4 miles, a little less than 4 miles from where I'm at right now. I figure that'd be a good time to call it a day. Get a little bit of water, a lot of water if I can, but yeah, just trying to figure this out. My plan was to make it to I think it's called Manila Park today. That's another, what, 7 miles from here. So I don't want to be hiking in dark, especially first night out here, just to get there. And worst comes to worst, I've probably still got 1.5 liters, 2 liters of water right now. The trail's been kind of forgiving, so to speak. But this stuff right here, all these logs that are in the trail, like, you get going good, log. You get going good, log. Some of them, like, somebody cut this down. Mighty nice of them. Oh, so much easier. You don't have to break the rhythm of the stride. So the real issue for today is to get started early enough. You know, when you get started at 11:15, the sun's already on top of you. So all that progress you're going to make in the morning, you know, you're making it now. So instead of, you know, getting an early start and beating the heat and getting some miles underneath you, you got to come out here and, you know, try to get 12 in a shortened day. So it's like not really a whole lot of downtime. See, this is probably the best full camp spot I've seen, but I don't have any water. I think there's actually water nearby. Supposedly there's a water source somewhere around here, so that'd be kind of cool to come across water here and then push for another 2 hours and kind of get where I need to be and put me in good position for the rest of the hike. Here, alright, I'll put this away. Alright, put here my floor. I'm thinking about it. Just been a good day, good hike so far. I really would like to get some water. So, it says we're at 10,000 feet right here. There should be water up ahead then. Okay. So I got water here. There's an elk over there in the woods. I don't know if you see it. It's not as clean as I would like. I think the water quality is not that great. So I put a liter in a bladder, and I'm going to treat 2 liters agua mira, and then once that's, I don't know if I'm going to drink it or wait till I get to camp. I'm going to camp for hike for another hour or so, find something I want to stay at. It's 2.8 to the next place. I'm about 10 or so miles from Leedy. Maybe 11. Should be there in the morning. Just yeah, getting a late start on the day kind of slowed me up a lot. The days are cooling off a little bit, getting windier. So in all reality, could get some miles in. But yeah, kind of beat up. I haven't carried all this food. It's kind of part of the problem. Heavy pack. Don't really want to cover that much ground. So if I can squeeze another mile or so, I think I'd be happy. Maybe there's some decent spots up ahead. There was some good spots back there. Quarter mile, half mile back. I don't know if I want to deal with that. Always moving forward. Always moving forward. So I found the flattest spot I could find on a slope. Yeah, pretty terrible actually. Let's see. That's not as bad. Oh man, I'm beat up. I am charging my phone. Hold on a second. I am. Come on. Looking up my nose. Looking up my nose. Let's see, where are we at? So